Good morning, and good morning. We are off doing it today. I have to get in quick, get this dropped, and then get back here so I can get to the doctor. Physical today. So it's also 9/11. We're gonna take this clip, a little moment of silence. But there's gonna be some stuff coming on this video today. I have a feeling. I've already started on Facebook. We're laying down truth bombs all day. So God bless all the people, all the firefighters, all the people who had to live through that, all the people who didn't live through that. Truly a tragic day. Anybody who was born would tell you right where they are, just like JFK. So heavy hearts today, heavy hearts. But part of not forgetting is putting stuff on blast. You know, there was a lot of stuff that happened that day that don't make no damn sense. So I'll hit you with some of that today. All right, well, I'm back. We're back. We're not late yet, but it's getting close. So my guy's gonna take this. We actually found this on the way home. Boom, he said, I'll take it. I said, outstanding. So we had to come back, disconnect real quick, and now we are back off to physical time. So the office is only like not even 10 minutes down the road. So I get there, get that done with, and then we'll see you guys in a little bit. Oh, and I cut my finger. Tried cutting my whole finger off. So that's always fun. Bada bing, bada boom, bada boom, bada bing. We are all set. We are done. Back. Everything was good. I don't know. It was pretty much just a follow-up to make sure I gone to all my appointments, which I did. You know, they took blood pressure, all that good stuff. Everything is good. Only thing that came back bad on the blood work was my cholesterol, but we knew that. We got another cholesterol blood work thing that we got done. So she left all that for the cardiologist. And I thought he said it was an irregular EKG. It was an incomplete EKG on the top right ventricle. So, but like I said, I sound good, all that. Bad family history. I do got to go get a colonoscopy. Being able to be 45 soon. She's like, you just want to do it? You want me to write the order now, or you want to come back? I'm like, just do it now. It's fine. It's fine. That's something I do want to keep up with, because I already had one. I had one at like 35. So it's time again. And my grandmother had Crohn's, so it's something good to keep up with. So I am all up to date, up to schedule. We are done with the doctor appointment. We went by, we got everything cleaned up. That load from yesterday, woo, that thing was all right. Almost got us 150 bucks. Not quite. But that was a pretty good load. It was like 51 bucks for the ice maker machine. Definitely the 20s on those rims, that was worth it. Came out to like $17 for that one rim. I think that's what it was, something like that. So that was definitely worth bringing in. But then we just took to see the 16-inch rims. The 16-inch rims that we brought in, rims and tires, we get $8.50 a piece for those. Now, to strip them, it would, so at $8.50 a piece, it comes out to, just even math, it comes out to like 20 pounds. A little over that. So, and then they only weigh like 25 pounds. So it's like $3 or $4 more you'd get if you strip those rims. No, thank you. Then you got to get rid of the tires and everything else. If I just bring it there, now they get rid of the tires. It's a whole deal. I'll just take what I can from out the door. Besides that, we got rid of some stuff, and we had a pretty good day out of it. So very happy with that. And then on the way back, let's get out of here real quick. On the way back, we got this washing machine. Actually, on the way there, we seen the washing machine, and I banked that it would be there when I came back, and it was. So that is good. Take you over to the side. Maybe we'll strip some wire today. We got that stove last night. I've asked all the kids in the neighborhood and nobody has a hoverboard. We're gonna end up donating those aside. We're not gonna scrap those. So all this stuff needs to start getting broken down. Every time I get circuit boards, it's just bleh. So everything looks pretty good from yesterday. We got this all taken care of. Maybe I'll be able to post some things today. First thing I'm gonna do is go inside and let Lily come out so she can run around and bark at things. Maybe I'll get into the shed today. We're gonna do something. Definitely gonna do something. Oh, Mama's home. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go eat, and then we'll be back in a little bit to figure out where we're going with this day. Hey everybody, it is a little bit later in the day. I have taken the morning pretty much off because we go out tonight. So I took a couple hours off, hung out at the house. The bike is out, the bike is out, the bike is out. My legs don't hurt at all from yesterday, so we're gonna go run this thing. Maybe take a little different route. I don't even know how far I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for a different, bigger loop. So let's go do that. I'll bring you with me, and it'll be fun. It'll be all kind of fun. Ooh, look at you go. Oh, oh. So, I even have a little thing here where we're gonna map our ride. It's gonna give us a distance, time, speed, and everything. So we're off. Get these legs worked out. Remember, it's not really a huge deal to be super quick. We're gonna get a little distance in today. Not super duper worried about, you know, hitting it crazy hard today. See if there's anything out. We may make a early run sweep today. Tell you what, we gotta definitely come up a couple times. I believe that's my next door neighbor. Should run him off the road. Got a little bit of metal out there. We went up into a 6, man. Touch the eye. We are right into the wind today. So my legs didn't feel it just walking around. Getting on this bike, my legs feel it. Once you feel it, feeling the season. Get this thing done today. Big distance. Well, we'll see when we go through the comments later. How you guys like this? Right now I gotta use the bike to help build up my legs for when we get back to running. So if we get some good bike riding in every single day, we're gonna be all right. Come when we get the dog leash off in October, we're gonna be lean, wrecking machines. Let's go over here. A little different route that we took yesterday. Show you how different my neighborhood is. Oh. Here we go. Up and across. Southeast States right there. They have a bunch of multi-million-dollar houses. That is literally right on the other side of the fence from my house. Legs are definitely tight. Oh, fell out. What the heck's going on? Chain slippage. Fell completely out of that gear. It's never good. Ready on the lift.
Yeah, AquaTurf. Let me hook up a rod. Oh yeah, switching down. Switching down. We got a hill. Loose again. Loose again. Loose again. We're up. We're doing some maintenance on the high-low gears while we're going. We had some rain come through. You never guessed that we had rain. How you doing, sir? It's like we're almost going into the rain again. So, this house right up here, right at this A-frame right there, they pretty much started my scrapping journey. I found a chair right there. That was like, it was new. It wasn't new, but it was new. Ended up getting $100 for it. How you doing? And that's what started me on my journey. We are hitting it. A little bit of rain. Oh, it's a nice car. That is a nice car. This is the neighborhood that the other scrapper does. Oh, the guy. I'm trying to stay out of here. Let him do his thing. For the most part. Except for when I see him, and he's jumping my night routes. Because whenever I see him, he's like, yeah, I just go out in the morning. I'll just go out in the morning. But I see him all the time of day. It's all right. We're all just trying to live out here. Keep outpacing myself. My legs are going faster than the pedals. Take a few second break. Chillax. Good old Florida woods. Little baby deer. You little baby deer, what? I think we've gone farther than yesterday for sure. So, that's good. Just try to build on it a little bit. It's like a mix right now. When you kind of get that little bit of cool air right after rain, but you can feel that humidity. It's coming like a hammer, boy. Like a hammer. No power rest. Oh, I'm sweating pretty good. Yep. See where we're at as far as the ride. 2.75. Oh, we could go. I think we could go into yesterday. Yesterday was what, 15 minutes? Yep, all the way up, full 7. Full gear 21 right now. All the way down this hill. And we'll pop it out when we get closer. $2.95, $2.96. Who want to beat yesterday? Yep. See what 3.1 gets us. Coming back up. 3.1, 1508. That's a 5K. So we did better than yesterday. Not even trying. Uphill. We're slowing down. We got this hill and this bank. This is one of our neighborhoods. Oh, there's a fridge out. All right, we gotta get hooked up, get back over here for anybody else. Because they'll hit out early. That is the truth. Good sweat. Legs are gonna be hurting on this one. Legs are definitely gonna be hurting. Hey, we just went down that way. We had a big loop. There's my water. So stinky. Another uphill. It's light, but they all hurt at this point. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know if that guy's scrapping or what. I don't know. Everybody wants to be a scrapper nowadays. Everybody wants to be a scrapper. Yeah. Which is crazy because the prices ain't even that good. Usually we got a little rush on it, but prices are good and people are like, oh yeah, I gotta be a scrapper. No, 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 no.
Oh yes, 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 we are back. We are hooking up the trailer. So it was 5.05 miles. And we did it in under 25 minutes. It was like 24 and change. So on the video, we will speed that up. And you'll be able to watch. I'm sweaty, as you can't tell. That'll be a good one. We can keep this up. I may just do an Escalade next week. So like on Sunday, do a mile. On Monday, do 2 miles. Tuesday, 3 miles. So on and so on and so on until we get to Sunday. So that'd be 7 miles. Something like that. I figure that should be good week 1. Here, you can watch what I watch. Oh. We're a little off to the side there, but we're empty, so we'll be able to whip it, strip that right on out of there. All right, what is in there? Why is there anything in there? I gotta go get this fridge. All right, well, I gotta take that red bucket out. It's probably filled with water. It's really gotta go on the other one. I either gotta do something with that or get rid of it. Anyway, we're gonna hook this thing up and go get that fridge. All right, well, we got it. We got it. She stinks. Oh my God, she stinks. I'm almost glad I didn't stop and check it out beforehand. They always tell me they can stink, but as long as there's nothing in them. So I think we're doing all right, but there's nothing in it. But it is definitely a stink monster. Whew. Hopefully we can get something else to pin right next to there, because that thing is going to move around. All right, we'll see you guys later. All right, I guess it's time to update some of you who, some people may want to fast forward right through this thing. 9/11 is a day that completely changed my life. Like I said to Lauren today, and you know, you guys do you, but there's a lot of never forget out there, especially today. And it ain't just once a year. I literally look at this stuff 3 to 4 times a week. Different things I'm looking up, different things I'm researching. There's so much stuff in my brain that it all gets jumbled clumped up, and sometimes I don't know how to express it right. I gotta write down everything. What's up, brother? So yeah, I mean, it's good that everybody remembers it for a day. So what I'm just trying to say is if this is offensive to you, if you get offended by this, I'm sorry. It's not meant for that, and I'm sorry that you feel like that. You know, but I believe something else happened on that day. There was other things that happened on that day, and a lot of them don't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I watched what you would call conspiracy theory documentaries, and I watched the straight line documentaries. I've seen the NIST report. I own the 9/11 Commission report. You know, am I gonna say I read all the way through both of them? No, absolutely not. But I have read through them. So I was just kind of taking you guys on my little Facebook journey since yesterday. The first thing we posted up was, never forget that William Cooper was murdered after warning people that there would be a false flag attack involving bin Laden. Behold a Pale Horse. It's a pretty good book. I own that book as well. William Cooper, if you don't know. And my part of it, I said I'll see some of y'all in 30 days. If you know, you know. I am a handful on Facebook sometimes. So some people just need that 30 days right around September 10th, and I'll see you again on October 10th. The first thing we hit first thing this morning, the dancing Israelis. It was reported in the New York Times that a group of 5 men had set up video cameras aimed at the Twin Towers prior to the attacks on 9/11 and were congratulating one another afterwards. Multiple witnesses saw them jumping for joy in Liberty State Park after the initial impact, celebrating on a roof of the Wahakanen and high-fiving in a Jersey City parking lot. Within hours, they were arrested by New Jersey police and eventually deported 10 weeks later on immigration violations. During an interview on Israel TV, one of the groups stated, "Our purpose was to document the event," suggesting that they had foreknowledge of the day's eventualities. Second thing I posted, urban moving systems. Who remembers that? I hope you can see it. If you remember that on the news, there was a truck driving around with the Twin Towers with a plane going to hit it. This is documented. This isn't me making stuff up. This isn't some conspiracy theory. This is real life. Urban moving systems. It was a Mossad front. It's a Mossad front. Okay? And they caught these people. Next thing I posted. When George Bush was sitting there reading My Pet Goat with the kids while the country was under attack, do you know what the kids were saying in the words beforehand? You know what the teacher was having the kids read? Kite, hit, steal, plane, must. Yeah, that's real. Look it up. Once again, feel free to look it up. That stuff is it's on YouTube. It's out there. You can always just go to my page. I have links there. I have links to the YouTube channels down in there. But that is real. That is real. And then the next thing I posted, I went on a little documentary kick. 9/11. Trillions, follow the money. Doubling of insurance money, put options on airlines, banks being taken over. So the Deutsche Bank, they said after the first plane hit and before the second plane hit, they couldn't even get into something from an outside entity had gotten into their computers, and they weren't able to get into the computers. So if you're able to, that's a good documentary. Once again, you could just follow back, put options on the airlines. You know anything about like stock market, stuff like that, you can do put options, claiming that a stock is going to fail, And that's exactly what happened. And somebody made a lot of money off of it. And Larry Silverstein, with the insurance money, he wanted all this insurance money doubled. I mean, he wanted each tower insured separately. It is just outside of it. Then I have this picture. If you really believe a little plane made this engineering marvel collapse twice, you need to do some research. And there it is. There's the twin towers. And I shared this from a site, Liberty Awakens. How can aluminum planes, one, leave a Wile E. Coyote cutout in a steel/concrete reinforced building, take both towers to the ground at nearly free fall speed after being hit in the top third of the building? 3, go speeds that planes were not designed for at speed level. I have a ton of questions about this, but let's start with these. Stay vigilant, my friends. I do have a ton of questions about that. I mean, we've seen it. We all seen it. I seen the plane hit. I seen the plane go in. I seen all that. But a lot of it don't make sense. You could take a tin can and get it, an aluminum can, shoot that thing. So just the other day, there was a plane that hit another plane. It hit it with the tip of the wing hit the back, and the whole back fell off. And you're gonna tell me that that can go through a steel reinforced, and the outside of the World Trade Center, it was set up like a screen. So that mesh on the outside, picture like an actual screen. Just magnify it so everything isn't so small. That's exactly how the World Trade Center was built. It was built. So what happens if you take a pencil and poke through up here? The whole screen isn't gonna fall. It makes no sense. A plane hits it in the top third, even if what NIST says did happen, that it heated it, that the beams, because NIST says that the beams, when the plane hit, it knocked all the fire explosion off of the beams, right? Fire retardant. And then what NIST says is that it got so hot that it I don't want to use the word melted because that's not correct. It made it hot enough that their structural integrity had less to it. Okay, so I don't know if it was doubled, so like minus double, whatever I'm trying to say there, but they sagged. And what they said is when they sagged, they came off of the corners and it ripped the corners out. And you can actually see that in the building. The building kind of hourglasses, little bit, and then let's go. Okay, fine. All that, let's go, fine. Even if the top third collapsed, it should have never have fallen at free fall speed. Number one, the plane should have never been able to get through that. How does a plane get through that? I know it's going fast. It's actually going faster than it should be able to go at sea level. Okay, it's crazy. Hold on, we need a pause. We're gonna take a pause for the cause. We'll be right back. Okay, as you can tell, when I get going, I can just ramble, but we're gonna move it along. The next is when I went to the World Trade Center. We went, I think, like 3 years ago. Number one, I cried like a baby. It was very, very emotional. Just thinking about everybody who died in that, everybody who just gave their everything for it. It's really emotional. We've lost almost, if not as many people afterwards by cancer and stuff like that because they said the air was fine. And the air wasn't fine. And we've lost so many firefighters and stuff like that, and first responders, and people who are on that pile. It gets to me. Next, this is John P. O'Neill, the world's leading expert on Bin Laden. He warned people that something was coming. If he was still alive, he would have been the first one to sniff out this bullshit. He died on 9/11, just a short time before he took the job. Just a short time after he took the job as head of security for the World Trade Centers. God bless you, sir. And then I posted a whole Frontline article, but that's him right there. Yeah, that's a good man right there. He was kind of, I don't know, man. He was in the FBI. He was the leading expert on bin Laden. And then like the summer before, he kind of, I don't want to say he got pushed out. There's a good documentary on Frontline about him. But he knew too much. It's just that simple. He would have called all this bin Laden stuff out for, you know, some of the terrorists, like 14 of them were Saudis. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely, but okay. And then Building 7, never forget. Never forget Building 7. Building 7, a third tower fell that day at like 5 o'clock. It's probably right around, not even the time now, it's 4:30. I think it fell like at 5 something. And that plane didn't get hit by anything. Yeah, did it get hit by, I mean, that building didn't get hit by anything. Yeah, it got hit by some debris, but nothing that the structural integrity of it should have fell the way it did. And I know boiler fires, and I've seen NIST of how it all fell, but you're gonna tell me that not before that day and none since after that day has a steel structure just fell upon itself like that. And you can tell me that, well, they've never been hit by a plane, and I'm going to tell you that that's wrong. I'm going to tell you that that's wrong, because the Empire State Building got hit by a plane. Granted, it was a bomber, it was a smaller plane, it wasn't going as fast, but it still hit the building. All right, so the next one, I'm not even going to get into about how many people have died suspiciously when trying to expose 9/11 truth. Beverly Eckert lost her husband on 9/11 and was suing the government to expose the people responsible. 6 days after she demanded a real investigation from President Obama, she died in a suspicious plane crash. There was another lady who was supposed to go to trial. I don't have my notes right in front of me. And there is a lot of names to remember, a lot of things to go through. But she was found hung in her garage. It's crazy. It's crazy. Some of the people who talked, Barry Jennings ended up dying. It's just, and these were all the people who were speaking out about it. Look at, I just opened this. Look at this. And then Donald Rumsfeld. Donald Rumsfeld was just walking around. He was walking around outside of the Pentagon. By the time he reported to his office where he was supposed to be, it was already way too late. It was crazy. The whole thing was done. The whole day was done. Never mind, why can't we get real pictures of the Pentagon and what happened? Look, this is the picture that they give you. That's the picture. And I don't even think that's the real picture. I think that's what they want you to think happened. Because they give you this quick, they give you that quick view where boom, it just hits the Pentagon. Number one, it's flying that low, that level. There's just so many things that don't make sense. There's just so many things that don't make sense. And why was there doomsday playing out that day? Why was there helicopters out before the towers collapsed? It's just, there's a lot of stuff. Did you know the engine that they found on Murray Street, which was in downtown for the trade centers? They found an engine on Murray Street. Somebody look it up. It wasn't even the right engine. It wasn't even the engine that they used in the planes. It was a completely different engine. It's just, it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy, that's all. So that's my 9/11 stuff. I don't mean it to be all bad. Steve Buscemi, if you don't know about Steve Buscemi, he used to be a volunteer firefighter. So just to outline a hero in the whole thing. And then when 9/11 happened, he went back. He went back down to his old precinct, and he was on that pile for like 3 or 4 days. I gotta tell you, I don't know, I may have been in that pile if I was still living in Massachusetts. I was in North Dakota at the time, and I was itching to go. It was just so crazy. I remember I left North Dakota in November of that year. So I flew like a month and a half later, 2 months later. Yeah, a little over 2 months later. And it was creepy. It was creepy. You were watching everybody. I remember that. I remember just watching everybody. It was, even flying that close to it, it was scary. That was a scary day. You know, I mean, it's affected my whole life very greatly. Those are all the things that I've posted today, just as I'm popping through, going through things. My biggest hope is just to educate people. Us as a whole, this don't make sense. This makes less sense than JFK, and that didn't make any sense. You know, it's these big hallmark moments in our life, and it usually seems like the government is something around there. And I'm not even going to get into, because most of y'all couldn't handle it. Dr. Judy Woods, Where Did the Towers Go? If you have time to look into that, I am full down that hole, but I don't think that most people could handle it. I don't think most people can handle thermite. Just so you know, that article just came out too, is that we're dumping thermite on people. Not we, so the Ukraine army has drones that are dumping thermite. They're able to dump thermite. It's woo. And if you see that, if you go look up that footage of the drone dumping thermite, look at on 9/11 right before it fell. There's sparks. There's like a thermite trail that is falling from one of the buildings before it goes. Never mind the firefighters who said they heard squibs. You can just see it. Anyway, this is going to be 20 minutes of this video. So that is my deal on 9/11. I'm very passionate about it. Yeah, so I just want to educate some people, you know. If one person through all this today, everything that I posted, everything like that, if one person shares it, likes it, is educated by it, makes them curious so that they do research on it, you know. And I could be completely wrong. It just don't make sense in my head. It don't make sense. So, and then you hear about all the crazy stuff that the government has done over the years. Operation Northwoods, Operation Paperclip, all that. We could go really deep. I can go really deep in some of this stuff. But anyway, I'm going to go through it. I'm going to say one last God bless you to all the firefighters, all the policemen who bravely gave themselves for the people in those towers. I can't even imagine. What they had to go through. I'm this scarred, and I was 1,500 miles away, never mind being on site. So if 9/11 directed you personally, affected you personally, if you lost anybody from 9/11, I'm so sorry. None of this is meant with any malicious intent or anything like that. It's a respect thing, honestly. It's trying to get to the bottom of it. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna go eat, and then we're gonna go out and do a little night scrapping. Let me just show you what I got real quick. I think we got a couple more things. We just got this table. When I paused, that was Maurice bringing us over this right here. We got that earlier. We got this fridge that smells like somebody died for 6 months, and then we put them in the fridge for 6 months, and then we took them out, and that's what it smells like. It's not good. It's not good. So we'll be back in a little bit. We'll go out and save the world. Good to see you all again. We are out doing a little night scrapping. Little bit of night scrapping. This is our normal for Wednesday. We try to go out Wednesday night. And Thursday day. See what we can get. And today, so far, not so bad. Although this is a disaster. This whole thing right here is a little disastrous. So that's what we got so far. What a mess. Pick your stuff up. The night of the chairs. Just chair after chair after chair after chair. We are pretty far. I would say we're more than halfway through this big subdivision. Oh yeah, we'll go like that then. Yeah, a little bit of that action. Throw that over there. Start stacking chairs. So yeah, we're probably about halfway through this thing. Right around there, maybe a little over halfway. Cushions. Flapjack that thing out there. And I don't think we need a strap yet, but we are starting to get close. Throw this way up over the top. Well, that ain't gonna work. Boom. Boom, boom, ba-doom. Shooby-dooby-dooby-doo. Let's go. We'll take this TV just because I'm not trying to be difficult. Take that up. Take whatever this is. Very nice. I have all the stuff here. It's already pinned. I didn't want to pin it, and I already got it all pinned up. Look. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. Not good. Not good, kids. Not good. Let's find a place for this heavy little bugger. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Team left. Big team left. Huge, huge, huge team left. Team left. That's right. That's right. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it as a team. Ow, that was my finger. Something bit me. Hey, Forrest. My stitch is getting a workout today. Workout. All right. Ah, there we go. That seems something. We're getting somewhere. All right, that's it. It's 8:15. The trailer is pretty full. I just found a mind blown, too long of a day. Treadmill. There you go. Couldn't find the word. Finally found it. Let's get to the comments. Dun 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 dun. It's late, by the way. I don't always want to do this late. Comments. Oh boy. Here we go. There are a lot of bumps in the road, but there is always time to talk Jesus. You know, we do not go by our plans. It's his plans. The rest is just a teaching lesson. God bless you. Where is your hat? I know. I know. I know. I don't know where my hat is. You got a hat around here? Nope. It's probably inside. I love it when you guys look at my locks. Did you dye your hair? No, I did not dye my hair. I didn't dye my hair. It's still gray and brown. If you are not careful, your two best friends are going to be hanging out by your ankles. Oh goodness, I hope not. Good way to see if scrap is out. Wow, those cars are flying. Dun 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 dun. We miss hanging out with you all the times. I'm sorry. You need to stop before you make the wives and the neighbors angry. I don't know. Do I make any? I'm sure I make people angry. It's gonna cost me more in blades than it's worth. It's gonna cost you more in blades. Yeah, about the tire. Whoever this is, it's user GS7BLB. Just went nuts. So I'm gonna go. Try not to cut in the cord into the ground. Not to mention cut down trees. I've heard worse. Do not get emotionally attached to your junk. Time for them to go. Isn't that right? Oh, what is this? Dryer jackpot. Holy F-A-W-K. I thought I was lucky because I found 10 cents in a dryer the other day. That's funny. Oh. Has his attitude changed? Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, my attitude hasn't changed. The thing is I'm showing you guys everything. Before it was very just one-sided. You guys didn't see the whole me. So if you want to get a chance to see the whole me, this is it. So has my attitude changed? I'm sure it has. I'm sure it has. My attitude changes constantly. Constantly. Sometimes I'm super up. Sometimes I'm super down. Sometimes I'm right in the middle. So I just want to, I'm not trying to be fake with anybody. It's just, this is what it is. I'm so glad you're back. I missed the quote of the day. I finally bought a trailer so my sister and I don't have to struggle to get the scrap in the truck. We're both retired, so scrapping is our new adventure. That is awesome. Yeah, trailers are much easier. Get yourself a hand truck, mount it on the trailer somewhere. Pew, off you go. Quote of the day, we'll get that going again. Today's super late, so probably not today, but we'll get that here. Team Lift, back to the grind. Thanks for all you do for us. Thanks for all you do for us. We complain here in Illinois too. As I was complaining, I know I was going off. I was going off yesterday at the end of that thing. Hello, watching the replay. Well, thank you very much. Nice to see you back at it. Good work. Stay safe. Thank you. Oh, and there's Derek and Boom Crane. God bless MAGA. I can't believe you said frickin' frack. That is the exact name I was thinking. Look at us. We must be Siamese twins or something. Abbott and Costello for the names of the crane. Also moves to get the hornet's nest out. Keeps doing great things. You are an inspiration for many. God bless. Well, thank you so much. I definitely appreciate that. Like I said, we do want to keep it as much as we go off on things, and this video is a huge going off. A whole 20 minutes on 9/11 is what you're gonna get. I think it was close to that, absolutely close to that. So trying to see if I can go through these things and do. And then once I react to them, yeah, there you go. Once I react to it and then it goes away, then I can see all the stuff that I haven't reacted to. Boom. Boom. So good. We did that. We looked. And that's the thing. And our video got a little traction today. It did a little bit better than it's been doing. Like I said, I don't check it during the days because it's not really all that healthy for me. I think the quote of the day today, let's just do it straight off the cuff, straight off the hip. Be grateful, because it could be taken from you like that. You could be off to work one day and go into your job in the World Trade Centers, and the next 2 hours later the trade centers aren't there and you were in it. It don't get much more real than that, you know. So if you got kids, kiss them goodnight. If you got a loved one, tell them you love them. You know, it's never too late to say that kind of thing. So I hope you all have a great day. I don't know how long this video is. I know I was slapping my gums around for most of it. So we did get some stuff out in the back. As we leave, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take you with me, and we're going to we'll look over the pile real quick. Boom, and that is gonna be a day. Here we go. The kids put out all the trash and stuff, so that's good. Look, just a ton of chairs. Chairs were on the docket tonight. Some bed rails. I went into a guy's house to get this. Had to help him bring it out. We got our water heater. Tomorrow's just gonna be Operation Throw It Down, Bobby Brown. Get as much in this thing as we possibly can. Wherever it can fit, it can fit. Pile it up to the space station. We'll make a big enough pile, we'll get the astronauts back ourselves. So, till tomorrow, have a great night. We'll see you then.